Hey there, it's Krista. So on our real food journey, one of our challenges, and I know it's a challenge for many other people, is breakfast. Because you want it to be healthy, but you want it to taste good, and it's gotta be quick and easy. Especially during the week when you are rushed for time in the morning. So what I wanted to show you is overnight oatmeal. So when we first found overnight oatmeal, I was not sure I was okay with the idea of eating oatmeal cold. It's the Swiss way of eating oats, and it just really seemed bizarre to me, very out of my box. But once we tried it and saw all the flavor combinations that you can do, we were blown away. So we have lots of ideas on Eat Real America, but the one that I wanted to show you, it's a toss-up between the carrot cake overnight oatmeal and the Neapolitan overnight oatmeal. So this is the Neapolitan overnight oatmeal. So the oatmeal that gets mixed up tastes like chocolate mousse, which I love chocolate, and I know lots of you out there do, but then it's layered with strawberries, bananas, and almonds. And of course you could use whatever nut is your favorite. So I'm going to show you how quick it is to throw it together the night before and then grab it and you can run out the door the next morning. So we are going to use oats. Now what works best for overnight oatmeal is you don't want to use quick cooking oats because they get kind of mushy by the time they sit all night in the fridge. Old-fashioned rolled oats is our favorite. They're kind of our go-to, but you can definitely substitute half steel cut oats and half old-fashioned rolled oats because the steel cut oats will kind of give it a chewier texture, so it totally becomes personal preference. So what we're going to do is we're going to add half a cup of old-fashioned rolled oats, and then we're going to add half a cup of milk. Now I'm using unsweetened almond milk. You can use whatever milk is your favorite. So half a cup of that, and then we're also going to toss in half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. Now this is actually just kind of the basic formula for overnight oatmeal. It's kind of the half a cup, half a cup, half a cup rule. So then we're going to toss this in the bowl. Now we're going to add a few other things. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of ground flax for some added fiber and protein. Now the ground flax will actually, your body will absorb the nutrients a little bit better, the ground versus the whole flax, but it's total personal preference, whichever you want to use. Then for a little bit of sweetness, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of honey. Now it's really 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey, kind of depending on your preference. We normally add 2. And then the last thing that we're going to add is 2 tablespoons of baking cocoa. So this is just pure chocolate. This is not sweet, so don't go dipping your spoon in there because you're going to regret it. So basically then we're just going to stir this up. Now this is what's going to go as the bottom layer. Now when you go to assemble this, there's no reason that you have to assemble it the night before. You could just leave everything in this bowl and layer it all up in the morning. But to save time, we like to go ahead and layer it all up in the morning. Your banana's not going to turn brown, and this will actually make 2 servings in 2 mason jars, or you can put it in plastic containers. So the thing that we like to do is first, now you don't have to use wide mouth jars. Wide mouth jars will help you get it in there easier, and it makes it a little easier to stir. So you can use the skinnier ones. You can also use the really little ones and spread it among like 3 or 4 jars. For 2 servings, this is what we like to use just because it leaves some stir room in the morning. So then you would take and pour about half in this jar and half in the other jar. And then the fun part, to make it look cool. So then we're gonna add some sliced bananas. Now I normally take 1 banana and divide it between 2 jars. So just divide it equally. So the nice thing is this is gonna make breakfast for at least 2 mornings if it's just you or you and somebody else. And then sliced strawberries. And again, this was about 6 to 8 strawberries depending on size. And then some almonds, and just toss those on top. And like I said, you can use pecans, you can use walnuts, whatever your favorite is. And then pop your lid on it, stick it in the fridge overnight, and it's ready to go. Now we have taken this, when we have to be at the ball field at like 7 a.m. for a baseball tournament, or if we're headed out of town super early, this makes the ideal breakfast. And it doesn't even have to be this many ingredients. This version is just a blueberry maple overnight oatmeal. And so all we did was the half a cup, half a cup, half a cup of the oats, milk, and yogurt. We threw a tablespoon of chia seeds in there, and then frozen blueberries, and we topped it with pecans. And so this one is crazy easy. You can add a tablespoon of maple syrup, a tablespoon of honey to add a little bit more sweetness, but they're both super easy, ready to grab in the morning, and I would love for you to try one of our overnight oatmeals and let us know what you think. Thanks.